Hey there, I'm Tony Robbins, and today I want to dive into a super important topic for personal success: mastering emotions. Think about it. Every single thing you do is driven by an emotion. They are the fuel behind our actions, the driving force behind our choices, and the compass that guides our lives. Understanding and mastering our emotions is the fundamental key if we want to live a life full of achievements and genuine happiness. Emotions can be both our best friends and our biggest challenges. They're like the steering wheel of a boat. They can guide us toward our goals or steer us straight into a storm. For example, fear can paralyze you, or it can signal that you need to prepare. Emotions tell us how to react, they shape our thoughts, and they ultimately build our beliefs about what's possible. When we learn to master our emotions, we truly take charge of our lives. We go from just reacting to circumstances to consciously creating our reality. We shift from feeling overwhelmed to feeling powerful. This isn't about suppressing or hiding our feelings, but about understanding their message and learning to use them as a tool to push ourselves forward. Chapter 2: The Role of Emotions in Success. Emotions are the language of the soul. They are the inner signals that help us navigate life, alerting us to what truly matters. The key to success isn't suppressing these feelings, but rather how we manage and channel them. Successful people don't let their emotions control them. They achieve emotional mastery. They understand that their feelings are a powerful tool for growth, not an obstacle to overcome. This conscious awareness is the first step toward turning emotion into action. Every emotion can be a source of strength. Fear, for example, can be a powerful motivator when you reframe it as excitement. It can push us out of our comfort zone and lead us to take chances that result in amazing opportunities. Anger can provide the fire we need to challenge injustice or persevere through tough times. And joy? Joy can spark creativity, foster collaboration, and build lasting relationships. By learning to master these powerful forces, we can use them to our advantage instead of letting them hold us back. The first step to mastering your emotions is to recognize and appreciate them. We often ignore, deny, or push down our emotions because they feel uncomfortable. But until we recognize them, we can't truly manage them. Emotions are signals, messages from our inner self telling us what we need or what needs to change. I remember a time when I felt really stressed out. Instead of ignoring it or pushing it down, I let myself feel it. I accepted the stress, figured out where it was coming from, and then took steps to deal with it. This simple act of recognizing it allowed me to take back control and turn the stress into something good. You can't master what you don't understand. Start by giving your emotions a voice. Once you recognize your emotions, the next step is to reshape them. Reshaping means changing what you think those emotions mean. It's about looking at the situation from a different angle and finding the good in the emotion. For example, instead of feeling anger as a sign of unfairness, you can reshape it as a signal to take action and make a positive difference. Reshaping lets you turn negative emotions into positive ones. I've learned to ask myself empowering questions when I face negative emotions. What's good about this situation? Or, what can I learn from this experience? By asking these questions, I can turn anger into determination, frustration into motivation, and fear into excitement. Reshaping is about taking charge of your emotional story and turning challenges into chances. Successful people use their emotions as a driving engine. They don't hide their feelings, they use them. Emotions are the fuel that launches us toward our goals. When you feel motivated and inspired, use that energy to act. When you feel worried or unsure, turn those emotions into fuel for getting ready and learning. For example, when I feel fear, I use it as a sign that I'm on to something big. Instead of letting it stop me, I take that fear and put it into getting ready. I figure out what scares me, what could go wrong, and then I make a plan to overcome those challenges. This way of thinking turns fear into a powerful friend, a sign that I'm growing and pushing past my limits. Emotional resilience is the fundamental ability to bounce back from setbacks and tough times. It's about acknowledging your feelings without letting them take over, and staying ready during hard moments. Successful people aren't immune to adversity. What sets them apart is their ability to remain emotionally strong. They understand that emotions are temporary visitors, and they don't let them rule their lives for good. This mindset is a skill you can build. I've had my share of tough times, but what I've learned is that true strength comes from within. It's about reframing every setback as a chance to grow stronger. When I face disappointment or failure, I don't dwell on it. I allow myself to feel it, I process it, and then I actively turn it into a lesson. For example, after a project fails, I analyze what went wrong, not to assign blame, but to find a better strategy for next time. This emotional strength allows me to bounce back stronger and more determined than ever. Building emotional mastery is a constant journey. It's about growing a mindset that makes you powerful, no matter what's happening. Emotional mastery means always knowing yourself better, practicing, and being dedicated to growing as a person. It's about making clear choices about how you react to your emotions and what you do with them. Successful people don't just react to their emotions, they act according to their highest values and goals. They don't let emotions tell them what to do, they use them as a guiding compass. To master your emotions, you must first master yourself. This means doing daily things like meditating, writing, or exercising that help you stay connected to your emotions and handle them well. Mastering emotions isn't about getting rid of them, it's about taking charge of them. It's about learning to recognize, appreciate, and reshape your emotions in a way that makes you stronger. Emotions are a powerful tool for success, not a hindrance. By mastering your emotions, you can change your life, overcome challenges, and reach your goals.
Remember, you are not your emotions. Emotions are temporary states that you can control. By mastering your emotions, you gain the power to shape your future. Embrace the power of emotional mastery and watch your life change before your eyes. Thanks for joining me on this journey to mastering emotions. Remember, the key to success is understanding and controlling your emotions. Believe in your power, use your emotions, and create a life of joy, purpose, and happiness.